Hi, hello, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to talk to some real people about some real things, living real lives, doing real stuff. This is the Working Perspectives Podcast, Weekend Poppin'. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied by stunning Steve Cabot and Party Boy Pete McCormick. Party Boy Pete, how are you feeling today, my man?
As Steve said, it's a thick boy summer, and I'm embracing every second of it.
Love it. Glad to hear. Stunning Steve, how are you today, good sir?
He's mixed emotions. He's up, he's down, he's left, he's right. We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah. All right. Well, very good. Well, you can find all our podcasts on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast and follow us for some fun on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, you can email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. All right, let's get this thing started. Let's go.
Working perspectives. Yeah, it's our objective to be effective. My voice in society's working perspectives. We're exploring your workday and how you get paid. Launching new episodes every Tuesday. Your day can transform while we inform. With episodes available on all podcast platforms. Check out our vibe and how we get live. Then do us a solid like, share, and subscribe. Working perspectives.
All righty. So to kick it off, last week we just aired the Edi Rapo episode. I'll tell you what, got a lot of really good feedback about this episode. It's a really positive message being sent from this episode. Really, really good stories, really interesting stuff. Kind of a total turn. People really didn't expect that the first part of the episode, when we're talking to, just seemed like a typical young man, or typical guy like our age, that he was in jail for second-degree manslaughter. So, Pete, what did you think about the episode? I know that we recorded it, but what did you think about listening to it back?
Oh, it's definitely interesting. How his family got to the U. I had known about this, but I know you were surprised that the U.S. actually has this lottery system where certain countries that they feel are underrepresented or whatever. Basically, it's kind of like people in those countries can apply to become a citizen, and they put it into a lottery system. And if you win it, then your family gets to come to the U.S. And then obviously the whole the assault thing. We didn't get into it too much, but people don't realize, when you're a kid and you're young and you're dumb and you get into fights, you don't realize how dangerous it could be. Like, I remember there was a story that was like, this was probably 10 years ago, where two guys were friends and they got into a fight, and the one guy had no arms, and he jumped up and headbutted the other guy, and the guy had a heart attack, and he got charged for,
Attempted.
We just never know.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Back that up, Pete. What happened?
There was.
Is this a real story?
This is a real. Let me look this up. Armless man headbutts.
Is he the most dangerous no-armed man on the planet?
He must be. So while Pete's looking that up, I do remember this. And Steve, I think you might remember this as well, because it happened to an end-up kid. So do you remember, this is like maybe might be just after the Phillies won the World Series, but there was this kid from end-up down at a Phillies game, and he got jumped by some scumbags from K&A, right? And they were jumping him in the parking lot all drunk and stuff. And this guy was like, look, man, I'm here with like my cousin or something, and he's a younger guy. Like, we're not here to fight. Just chill. Like, this whole thing. These guys jumped him, knocked it, like he fell over, hit his head on the curb, and died.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I think he was a Hatfield kid, not an end-up kid.
Oh, okay.
But it hit close to home. One of my buddies was bartending with him at an establishment in Hatfield. Like, they knew him pretty well. Apparently a good guy too. Like, I didn't know him, but I remember the story. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah, we had mutual friends. I didn't know him either, but I had only heard like good things about the guy.
Things, Same.
Yeah.
But all right, let me share my screen real quick.
Yeah. What do you got, Pete?
Oh, you got porn?
No, I got man died of heart attack after being headbutted by an armless man during a fight over a woman. No felony charges will be filed. So they determined the heart attack was not killed by the. It was in Georgia, by the way.
I don't need to laugh.
Well, 2007. It was a while ago. I think we can laugh at it now. I don't know.
Oh wait, the headline is autopsy, heart attack, not armless artist. Headbutt killed a Georgia man. What?
Yo,
If that's not
say
clickbait,
less.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Basically, two guys got into a fight over a woman. One of the guys didn't have any arms, so he just headbutts the guy. Just throws it at him.
Legit
that guy's
technique.
49, has a heart attack and died.
Legit technique.
I mean, you're out of arms. That's probably your number one weapon.
That's my go-to. That's my go-to. Unless you got some good kicks.
Yeah. I mean, you're not balancing very well with no arms.
That's not good.
No, if the armless man can get in trouble for getting into a fight, you can.
Hell yeah.
Everyone should know that. That is for damn sure.
Of course, it was over abroad. Say less.
Of course.
Yeah.
100% of fights in bars is always. Always.
Yeah.
Always.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah. Thanks for everything. Hey, how about I buy you another drink for nothing?
Yeah. So I could beat up this dude that's trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And as a former bouncer, you cannot fight when you're drunk. It is so easy to kick drunk people out of bars. You just take one step to the side.
Yeah.
I would say 90% of my L's have come while I'm very intoxicated.
Yeah. That's everybody, pal.
When your skills at your lowest, but your confidence at its highest.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't
that the truth?
Yeah, that's too
Feel
funny.
like Muhammad Ali, throwing like fucking Gandhi.
Yeah. But
so a lot of great things go on with the Eddie episode, but I think the journey here and the prison is just like what makes it stand out, and then to bounce back from that, and become a contributing member of society.
Yeah, and he had a great message too, where he's saying exactly what we're saying here, where it's like he even says like he regrets that 1 second every day ever since it happened. You know what I mean? And it's just like he has to live with that. But it was a great message to the kids, and that's kind of what he wanted to get across. It's like, even now, like when we all got into fights and stuff in high school and things like that, and there was an element of danger, but we really when you're 15, you can hurt a kid, but you can't really do too much. But when you're 18 and you're or even 19 or whatever, you're an adult, right? So like you'll be, even if you're 17, if you were to hurt someone, they'll still charge you as an adult, I believe.
Hell yeah.
But you don't even know. You don't even have to swing that hard. If you clip someone and they slip on a banana and hit their head on the curb and die, you're at fault. Always remember that.
Sure are.
So nice. So, okay. So like we said, you can find the Edi Rapo episode on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Work Perspectives Podcast. So next week we'll be airing the Maliq Harris episode. So I think we all know Maliq a little bit. Steve, I think you had said that you knew Maliq from a third party. Is that right?
Correct. One of my best friends trains athletes and was a freak athlete when he was younger. And he trains a bunch of his kids. And, I don't know him personally, but I know him through a second party. And people always say good things about him. Good person.
Yeah. So it's his boxing name is King Maliq Harris. And we'll be airing his episode next week. We'll have links in description, links to everything, like his website, his TikTok, his gym page, everything like that will be in the
Matt, this is one where I actually feel like I didn't ask enough questions. Like looking back, I'm like, because like this guy has 11 kids. Like just that should have been like 4 hours. Like asking him, like,
he does have 11 kids, but he also has 12 kids. So
plus one.
Like I lost count, Matt. One thing
Pete cut one out.
Yeah, I wasn't about to take off my shoes.
Pete went baker's dozen.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. He has 12 kids, and we get into that a little bit, like providing for 12 kids. His food bill, just hearing that story alone was outrageous. But then
the man repossessed people's cables. That's the one that I like. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And Matt, dude, and this is back in the day where like you can't go on your phone, you can't go on your computer. Like cable was it. So
somebody actually came out and went up to the little wires and did something up there.
Oh, dude, that was
hell yeah.
Yeah, he was all the story's great about like think about it. He's like, dude, it's just like repoing a car or something like that. People didn't want it. Like they
lose their minds.
Oh yeah. They go nuts. They're calling him every name in the book. He has some great jobs, like the cable repo guy. He was a trash man for a very, very big trash company in our area. He has some great stories about that. He's a delivery guy for a major beverage distribution. Like his story is great. And also providing 12 kids. It's also some heartwarming stuff too. He ran into some really good people on the road. And then, he talks about boxing and training kids and everything like that. So like his story, really, really interesting stuff. He's great, great guy, great at talking, but I'm really excited to get that episode out there. I think it's just another flavor of ice cream we offer here at the Working Perspectives podcast. Nice. So, okay. So like we said, that episode will air next Tuesday, June 8th on all podcast platforms and YouTube. So let's keep it going. So Party Boy Pete, let's talk a little recommendation. So what do you got for some recommendation for the weekend?
Well, whatever you were planning last weekend, you can do this weekend, because last weekend was horrible with the weather.
Tell me about it.
We had one barbecue that we moved inside, so it wasn't really a barbecue. We canceled the other one, and we finally ended up at the community pool on Monday, where I got to see some little kids, between the ages of like 5 to 12 playing stickball. And I was pleasantly surprised. They were doing like the bounce swing, and the one kid went for a bunt and missed, and he got razzed for a good 5 minutes. So it was good to see the youth still there. And to the center fielder wearing the Crocs, don't worry, no one saw you drop the 2 fly balls. But I have midterms coming up, so I'll be studying. We're probably doing like a day at the pool one of these days, but otherwise I'm buckling down.
Nice. So what are we allowed to say what you're studying for?
Yeah, bio and chemistry. I'm trying to become a male nurse, a nurse. Yeah, exactly.
Nice, man. Awesome. Well, good. Keep it going, man. Proud of you, buddy. That's great. That is tough too. Like Peter said on the show that he left when Pete was originally on the show, he was a director of income tax and compliance, which he had done for 13 years. And after 13 years, he decided he doesn't like numbers. So he upped and left that profession, and now he's studying to be a nurse. And hey, we all support him, man. Can't wait to see you do it.
I'm super stoked for that, because Pete's the man, and I'm also super jealous because I haven't had the balls to quit the job that I hate for the last 2.5 decades.
Jesus Christ.
I'm done with this fucking nonsense.
Oh my God.
I need a poshy, easy job. And Pete, of course, he's going from one hard field to another, so God bless him. But I need the easy job. If anybody out there has an easy job, please email the show. I'm looking for nothing big, like maybe $150 a year, nothing crazy.
Right. Yeah. Nothing big. Yeah.
Benefits,
6-figure
401k,
salary. Yeah.
5 weeks vacation.
Good luck.
Let's go.
Good luck. They don't make those jobs
account,
anymore.
baby.
Nice.
He's praying.
Well, speaking of Stu Bands, what do you got for the weekend? Any recommendations?
Son, we got fake boxing action. Yo.
Oh yeah.
We got YouTube versus the GOAT.
Oh, Jesus.
And when I say, again, I'm an asshole. We all know this. I love to tell you that.
You've mentioned
I took this very serious, like, again, because I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know why I do this to myself. I get all hyped, ready to see this. Then the rule set comes out. Did anybody get a gander at the rule set?
No.
What's going on?
Okay, well, here we go. Let's start with
this. It's in Vegas, right?
The fuckery is at an all-time high. When you
is it not commissioned?
No.
Oh,
no
so
judges.
There's no commission running this, so they can legit do whatever they want.
It's a fucking circus.
So
no commission would sanction it.
So real quick though, I just want to explain to the listeners. So what we're saying is, with the commission, every state that there's a fight in, there's a boxing commission for that state that has mandatory rules, i.e. like no standing 8 counts, 3 knockdown rule, can't be saved by the bell in any rounds. Those are
physical
all
examinations before fights.
Examining exactly. All of that is enforced by the boxing commission of that state that you fight in. New York is the big Pennsylvania.
Really hard one.
Vegas is big. So like
cognitive evaluations.
LA, or California, I mean. So but either way. So so what Steve is saying is that because this fight isn't sanctioned by any governing body, right? Which, I mean, to be fair, it does, like, boxing
shouldn't be.
Yeah, boxing's so corrupt, it doesn't matter. But because this fight isn't sanctioned by any governing body, they were allowed to agree upon their own rules, and Steve is going to give us those rules now. Okay, go ahead, Steve.
All right, well, here's where the fuckery begins. No judges.
What? All right.
Right?
No judges scorecard?
No judges, period. Okay.
Wow.
The referee has discretion over a knockout. So basically, you could get stunned. He could call it a knockout, or you could be out fucking cold. He can give you 30 seconds to get up and say, you know what, we still good.
So wait.
And we know who the ref is.
No, I did not gamble.
I would love if it was fucking
Mills Lane,
Steve Smoker.
Once I saw this, the rule set, I completely just blacked out, and now I'm fucking annoyed.
Dude,
because
can you
then the
pull
last
it up
one,
real quick to share?
Ready?
I'm looking. I'm seeing.
Ready for the best one?
Yeah.
No announced winner. No formal winner.
What? So they won't announce the winner at the end?
Nope. So Floyd could go in there, knock him clean the fuck out, and they'll be like, "Oh, it was, it is what it is. You guys saw it, but we're not announcing anything.
So
no winners. No winner will be right at the end."
But the normal rules still apply: 3-minute rounds, 1-minute break,
2-minute rounds, 2-minute rounds, 8 2-minute rounds.
What?
12-ounce gloves.
What?
Oh yeah, it's a fucking. When I was seeing this, I started to get mad at myself because again, I fall into the trap that I'm like, oh, this is Floyd. He's for our generation the greatest boxer that's ever graced the ring. Yeah. Some people put an argument with like Canelo and stuff, blah, blah. But when it comes to what he's done, Floyd is Floyd, right? There's no argument. Floyd.
Agreed.
I don't care if you like him, hate him, whatever. The guy's fucking insanely good. So I'm thinking, I know he's so rich that like, there's no way he could really he wants to beat this guy up. And then I get into it and I'm like, I start reading this shit because then I saw a little bit of the press conference and that was awesome because Floyd was like, hey, remember when you went to the suicide forest? And he looks at him and goes, didn't you beat women up? And they were like, oh, shit. I was like, yeah, Floyd, don't throw stones because you're a terrible human. Yeah. You're a piece of shit. So don't judge other people, you piece of shit.
I know Floyd does want to go after the brother, Jake. Fucking.
And again, let's just play Floyd. Like, don't act like you're somebody better than anybody. You beat up chicks. So when I say you're in my opinion, the biggest piece of shit on earth, you're the biggest piece of shit on earth.
Yeah.
So whatever, Floyd.
He's apparently he's an illiterate scumbag as well.
That is one of the I don't know if you heard about that one, Steve, but back in the day when Floyd was having his little beef with 50 Cent. Yeah. 50 Cent was on the radio and he was like, I will donate, $200,000 to the charity of his choice if he can read this ad without stuttering once. And I'm like, Boy, he did have like a nice comeback where he's like, well, I'll, donate $1 million to the charity of his choice if he can get his son to say, Daddy, I love you. I'm like, man, we are playing for this feud.
Oh shit.
So like I said, when I saw that press conference, there was some low blows and I was like, oh shit, this might get serious. And then I saw the rule set and I said, oh, they're just stealing money. Good thing you can stream it allegedly. You can stream it without having to buy it. Thank God.
So wait. Hold on.
Yeah, exactly, Matt.
12-ounce gloves.
Yes. Pillows.
Which amateurs use 14, just an FYI. 12-ounce gloves.
Most sparrers use 14 to 12 so they don't want to get cut up.
16 at the most. Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
Yep.
But it's basically to prevent cuts and save the hands.
Yes.
So Floyd was like, "Look, my hands are so fucked up. I'm not putting on the little gloves again."
His hands are so fucked up.
But also, fucking Logan, he's probably thinking like, "Okay,
there goes my power."
Well, yeah, like it's going to be tough to knock someone out with a 12-ounce glove. And also the speed will take away speed from both of them, but it'll kind of equal out. But same thing with Logan's also thinking it'll be harder for Floyd to knock him out with 12-ounce gloves.
For sure.
But man, so
better blocking too. You have bigger, pillows on your hands to create yourself and exactly. Get a shell. Yep.
Also, so the referee rule kind of throws me.
So I'm looking at it, Matt. They are using a commission licensed referee. But he's not like working on behalf of the commission.
Exactly.
Yeah, it could be anybody. Yeah, it's Florida commission too, so it's the lowest of the low.
So legit, Logan Paul could like go up to this ref, say, "Here's $1 million. If I get close to landing on him,
you call a knockout and step in.
Boom, over, fight's over, just like that."
For sure. The only problem is Logan can say that to him, and then Floyd will quadruple whatever Logan says. He'll be like, whatever he told you, I'll give you 10 times that.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's outspending Money Mayweather.
No.
Nobody.
Nobody on the planet.
Nobody.
And I see on this card, Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco is fighting somebody.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Gee, that's right.
Hold on. What is the card? There. Give us the card, Pete.
Don't, Pete. I'm depressed already.
I'm depressed. I don't even know. It's Chad Johnson for some guy named Brian Maxwell. I never even heard of it.
I couldn't even find anything on him.
he's a Canadian track coach? Is what my Google is pulling up right now.
Well, that's on par for the card. Sounds about right. I didn't know. Maybe they're racing. I don't know.
Cunningham last time, which is nice, but
is this a Trilla event again?
I do not believe. I don't know.
I think it's Mayweather's promotion. I think it's Mayweather's promotion.
Yeah, he doesn't work with anybody else.
Yeah, he don't.
But yeah. Fuck. So apparently it's just bare knuckle MMA veteran Brian Maxwell. Brian, now I gotta look this guy up.
Bare knuckle MMA,
or we don't like. Do we really care? What are we talking about? What the fuck is happening? What is Get back to the rules, Pete. Tell them again. Isn't there a? There's no winner will be red. There's
it's everything you said. Yeah, everything. God. So basically, it sounds like it's a knockout or draw. Like that's what we're gonna have. Somebody's gonna knock somebody out cold.
And it's all up to the ref. The ref can decide if it's a knockout or not. He just decides whenever he fucking wants to leave that it's over.
I don't recognize anybody else on this card, so it's just,
it's just nonsense. A bunch of stew nods. So
they're literally just stealing your money at this point, laughing the whole way to the bank.
Is it on Triller?
I hope not. That can only make it even worse.
Showtime.
It's on show.
Well, pay-per-view, unless I think it's a Showtime pay-per-view. So it's probably pay-per-view this weekend, and then Showtime will air during the week, like later on.
Showtime ain't putting up with that shenanigans. You just saw that with his brother. I don't know if you guys saw that, but his brother, signed to Showtime, Jake, and right away they said, when that happens, Showtime ain't gonna throw you no wimps, and there's also not gonna be any Snoop Dogg smoking weed at the commentators table. You're not gonna have Pete Davidson and AC Slater shooting the shit. No, you go get some real ones, and Tyron comes into the play.
Yeah. And see, this is where I thought you'd be in a good mood, seeing who Jake Paul's fighting next.
Tyron is a real one.
Yeah,
Tyron's the realest of the real.
Tyron Woodley
doesn't win this. It's going to look really bad for Dana.
No.
Wait, what should just happen again? This is the part that I get annoyed with. Again, they talk all this shit like that locker room interaction and everything else. Yeah, like that Jay Leon, whatever the fuck his name was, some Stunadi. In boxing, I get it. It's a disrespectful piece of shit, but whatever. In boxing, I get it. You could probably talk a little shit to him because he is a legit boxer, right? Like he's a world level boxer. He had, some good. He got knocked the fuck out his last fight, but whatever. But when you say that to him, don't ever get confused with boxing and fighting because Woodley will fucking kill everyone in that room. Maybe not in a boxing match, but if you guys keep talking shit and he goes into a fight, you're all dead. Everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Everyone dies.
If he legit wanted to take down everyone in that room, he could have.
Just take them to a bloody concussion everyone.
Yeah. Tyron is he's an OG wrestler, 2-time All-American from Oklahoma.
Woo,
yeah, Missouri. Yeah, you're Missouri. I think he's from Oklahoma. Or no, you're right. He's from Missouri. Yeah.
Yep. He's a Missouri kid. He's from where they had all those riots back in the day. What was it?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my God, I'm gonna think it's right outside St. Louis. Ferguson. Yep.
Ferguson, Missouri. Yeah, he was there.
He's from a rough hood. Like he came from nothing. Like he's legit as they get. Yeah, he's as legit as they get.
Jesus Christ. So
again, he's not a boxer, but
that's the thing. Like he's known for wrestling, but the thing is, he does have KO power. Like he's knocked out a lot of good guys.
I just watched his when he won his first title. He absolutely decapitated Robbie Lawler, one of the best strikers in the UFC. Like he fucking killed Lawler. Oh my God. And he keeps going. He went on to social media and said, "Just so you guys know, I'm not here to play games. My whole goal is to knock Jake's head clear off his shoulders." And I quote, "I want to knock his head clear off his shoulders."
I mean, fucking dug your own grave. It wasn't even Jake, really. Jake's boy dug fucking Jake's grave for him.
Sure did.
I mean,
and now here's the other thing. What if Jake beats him?
That's what I'm there.
No.
Let me. I'm a Woodley fan, but I was on the Woodley bandwagon very early on. I thought this guy was going to be a champ, and then there was always the Nate Marquardt fight was the one where I'm like, how did Nate Marquardt? Because Marquardt's good, but Marquardt's not a knockout guy.
No,
and he doesn't have the best. So I remember when he knocked out Woodley, I'm like, oh, Woodley's done. And then after that, he went on his win streak where he started knocking out Heron and Koscheck and beat up Condit. Because I thought Condit was going to handle him, but he was a
Carlos.
Carlos is not is a bad dude with a chin and reach.
And he's kind of the same mold as what's his name, Marquardt, where they're just tough vets and good at everything.
Yeah.
Not super at anything, but great at everything and tough
But
shit.
he has more power than Mark Hart, so that's where I kind of felt
agree.
better.
I
Like,
agree.
you know what? Like, he stood with Condit, went toe to toe with him, knocked him down, and eventually Condit injured his knee, unfortunately. But it's but yeah, you're like, if Woodley loses though, oh my god.
If Woodley loses, I'm not talking about fighting anymore, because I've told my friends enough that they're gonna be like, you don't know shit. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I guess I don't. I guess I fucking don't.
Well, regardless,
if I'm Dana White, I'm so paranoid. I'd take a sniper to just take out Woodley's knee to like stop the fight from happening. Because if he loses, that stock's dropping.
I mean, win or loss, regardless, both the Paul brothers fucking did the shit right. Like,
they winning. They
made some fucking money, brother. They made some fucking money. So okay, so nice. All right, so we're coming.
And then the last thing before you leave.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Let's go without it beat, bitch. Let's go without it beat.
Dave, I was so depressed when that injury.
Last night. I know, but to see the team play that well, like the commentators were saying, that just builds so much confidence that they just smoked them without the best player in the NBA.
But that's the thing. Do you think Embiid can come back? Do you think he can be like? I think they can win this round without him. Do you think he's back by the next round?
Pete, I am the most biased, but fuck you, Pete.
All right, I like your confidence, man. You're making me feel better, because I was in a depression when Embiid went down.
Man, fuck Atlanta with his corny ass Trey. I hope we spit on him too.
That was like people were asking me like,
that's not right. I take that back.
Can Indeed play through a meniscus tear? I'm like, don't ask me. Like, I'm used to like wrestlers who wrestled through their entire season with a meniscus, but we're not jumping up and down on hardwood.
And you're also talking about basketball players where if someone farts on the other one, they act like they need to get taken out on a stretcher. So their pain tolerance is 0. Biggest pussies in sports, for sure. Now, let me say, best athletes in sports. Pure athletics, the best athletes in the world play basketball. They didn't used to be pussies. Like, you go back to Charles Oakley and Charles Barkley, those guys could throw, but these Detroit back in the day, throwing Jordan around and shit. Hell yeah. Now that's when basketball was the shit. Now it's like figure skating with the greatest athletes on the planet. Yeah, when people try and tell me Draymond Green's a tough guy, I'm like, you telling me Draymond's a tough? Like, oh my god, imagine him versus Rodman. Imagine him trying to get on Chuck Barkley down low. Come on. Fuck out of here. A plate glass window.
Yeah, try Rick Van Horn would take his goddamn head off. You know.
But let's go, Sixers.
Yeah, you got me hyped. Now I'm back on the bandwagon.
Nice, very nice. All right. Nice. So, okay, so very good. So like we said, Pete's got some studying to do this weekend, and we also have the Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather fight with the undercard attached to it, full of nobodies apparently. And then we also have
round 2.
Yep, we also have the Sixers. Very good. So, all right, nice. And I guess the NBA playoffs in general. So, okay, so we're coming to the top of time. Party Boy Pete, you got anything you want to say to the fans before we take off?
No, just get out there and support your local bars and restaurants, baby. Spend that stimulus money if you still got it. Help your fellow man out.
Yeah. Buy a beer stimmy. There you go.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Stu Baines, what do you got to say to the folks before we take off, buddy?
For all you fucking pussies out there, you gigantic sissies, go listen to the last podcast and ask that kid how tough it is in other countries. And then the next time you think that you're having a rough day or shit's hard, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Agreed. Try living in a communist country, then let us know like your fucking internet's down, you fucking
son. Yeah. You're mad because your 5G isn't working. I'm using my cellular data. Fuck out of here. This kid's worrying about where he's gonna get a clean drink of water.
Yeah.
Bill Burr has a good bit about Arnold Schwarzenegger where he's like, that guy should just be in the middle of like no-name communist country breaking rocks all the day, but somehow he became the governor of the largest state and the biggest movie star in the world.
Yeah.
Is that determination? Was that their country's? Was that Austria's biggest loss ever? How did you let that guy not get chained to something and like just how did you not make him the guy from Rocky IV? How does he not become the fucking Russian or five?
Yeah. Bring him back and make him king, like
right? I'll vote for him. Let's get him up there. Now, is it weird that he banged the ugly maid? Is it weird? Is it weird?
No,
a little, but I get it.
That adds to his greatness, Steve. That's pragmatism. So many people are out there thirsting for Instagram thoughts, getting in trouble. This guy's just like, I got a maid right downstairs. I'll just open the door.
Well,
Hell yeah.
also, did you see too his son that he had with Shriver, right?
Looks
His
nothing
wife,
like him.
Well, it's also kind of like a noodle. The son
Yeah,
he
no.
had with the maid
Is
the
his
son he had
twin.
with the
Yeah.
maid
Is his
is
twin.
a fucking Haas. That guy
he looks
is
exactly like Arnold. Oh, he looks
Matt,
exactly
I
like
believe
him.
in the old country they refer to that as good stock.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Well,
he knew
here's
what
the
he
other
was
thing.
doing.
This is the last part of the legend for Arnold. This just puts it over the top. Don't get it confused because it might be Shriver, but that bitch a Kennedy.
Yeah.
He fucked over a Kennedy. Come on, Arnold came to
Yeah.
America and shitted on the #1 fucking American family.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's a win for Austria.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, if anything, for sure. Win for the Strudel Hound himself, old Schwarzenegger. Love him. No, I think everyone loves Schwarzenegger. I would love to have hear an interview with Stallone and Schwarzenegger because they legit fucking hate each other, and I still think there's an animosity because they were back and forth. Yeah.
Back when movie stars were allowed to be movie stars, could you imagine the nonsense that they were allowed to do without the media and internet and the shit they got away with? Oh,
I mean,
God.
They just watched Pumping Iron.
Yeah, we're okay. Yeah. We're okay with Schwarzenegger cheating on his wife and impregnating his maid, and we're all completely fine with it. And actually,
hiding it for years until someone went, well, here's the thing. That giant looks exactly like you.
Yeah.
Where'd he come from?
Yeah.
Somebody was watching Young Hercules and like, wait a minute.
Yeah. They were like, wait a second. He looks familiar. Didn't you say you worked for Schwarzenegger?
And then he looks at you, get to the chopper. You're like, well, now I know where he's from. Now I know.
Yeah. So
they heard him say California once and like, that's definitely
California.
Yeah. So you're 100% right. So yeah. So yeah, when movie stars could be movie stars and get away with all that shit, it was a better time. What are you gonna do? But
let's go.
All right. So this has been another episode of the Working Perspectives Podcast Weekend Poppin'. I'm Matt Lavelle, accompanied by Party Boy Pete McCormick and stunning Steve Cabot. You can find us on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You can join us on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast and follow us on the Twitter and the TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, feel free to email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. All right, this is the end of the show. Have a great weekend. Stick around for the ad read. All right, see ya.